Got a question about our Facebook page. BYU 4-0, 1-0 in Big 12 play, and a lousy West Virginia team coming to town. How you feeling, Cougar fans?
Should feel great.
Largely, they're feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Tony, however, has some issues.
What?
BYU's defense was getting destroyed by Colorado's run game.
And then it wasn't.
Poor tackling in the first quarter and the beginning of the third quarter. Fortunate to get out with a win. Some offensive plays were head-scratchers at critical times.
No.
But they didn't turn it over, and they forced Colorado to throw the ball, and Salter throws like Uncle Rico. So on to the next one. Keep building.
Yeah, I think that the fact that they actually got torched early and then didn't and allowed one touchdown over basically the next 3.5 quarters is the far more impressive angle than they gave up 2 scores right away. And the adjustments they made, the old what they call the spy on the quarterback. You could see Jack Kelly doing it on that very last possession, and they highlighted it, and it was obvious to see the adjustments that they made. Once again, Jay Hill and his guys know exactly what they're doing, and the defense then pretty much locked them down. I mean, they gave up 1 touchdown. You can't throw shutouts against quality, at least halfway decent teams every game. No, you're not that good, and the other team isn't that bad. And they got 1 touchdown after that. That's the story of the game defensively, and when they needed stops, they absolutely got them. And offensively, it's the continued development of Grizzly Bear Bachmeier. This kid is phenomenal. In my conversations after the game, they are ecstatic with his development. There's just no doubt about it. And his intelligence and his comprehension of the offense. I told you yesterday, he checked into a play every time he did it. Every time was the right play except once when the play clock was winding to 0 and he was up against it. His percentage of making the right play is off the charts, and he's just a freshman. And they full well know they have by far the toughest stretch in the league. No other team comes close to the schedule that awaits these guys. They've got West Virginia. They need to absolutely beat West Virginia, and they need to absolutely beat Arizona next week. Then it is on.
It's
Utah, number 14 Iowa State, number 11 Texas Tech, TCU, and Cincinnati. Those teams right now are combined 19-3. Nobody in the league, I looked this up, nobody plays a 5-game stretch like BYU does. It's not even close.
So be 6-0 going in.
They have to be. They must be. Yes.
You're going to need a mulligan later. Don't be using your mulligan now.
Yeah.
Because 8-1 ought to get you the conference title game.
Oh, gosh. And with the teams that they play right there?
8-1 will be very hard to accomplish. They'll have to play a lot of really good football.
If they went 8-1, it would be a phenomenal coaching job and playing job.
I think the point about the first quarter was bad, but the next 3 quarters were really good. Jeff says BYU's defense ended up being awesome. They'll see you under 300 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, the criticism would be, hey, you only had 1 turnover, and those drives – you can give up a lot of yards. They can be misleading because you hold them to a field goal. Obviously, that makes a huge difference. So it didn't, the bend but not break, stop them in the red zone. That didn't happen. But if you offered pretty much any head coach right now, hey, in your next game, you're going to hold a team under 300 yards, they take it.
And you're on the road? There's 50,000 people
under
there?
300 yards on the road
Yeah.
against a conference opponent.
Yeah.
Coaches are going to take that every time. I mean, stats are for losers, but there are also some stats that say, well, if you hit that stat, your odds of winning go through the roof.
Well, you're increasing your odds. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
But football and soccer can be one of these crazy sports in which you can dominate statistically and lose. It's like they're the only 2 sports, I think, that you can dominate statistically and lose.
You love baseball analogies. What would the baseball analogy be? Like 6-line drive outs or lining yourself into double plays?
But I think all that stuff evens out.
It's out.
Yeah. I mean, it does happen, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think that you look at the Devils, right? They darn near could have lost that game, and they almost doubled TCU in offensive output.
Right. But it comes back to...
They had their red zone scoring sucks.
Yes. It's the red zone right there.
Yeah.
The turnovers in the red zone, the short fields, and then a missed or a blocked kick. Or sometimes just settling.
They have a hard time punching. And even the winning touchdown came on 4th down after they had 1st and goal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the only – well, there's 2 places they missed the Scatterboo. People want to say, oh, they're going to fall off. The kid Brown actually has more yards at this point in the season than Scatterboo had last year.
But Scatterboo always got the last yard. It's 3 points for the first.
The tough yards and the heart and soul of the team. They don't have that. They're just the guys, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to maul you type of attitude that he had. He still has it. I mean, I don't see where he has a long career. I will get Trent Richardson there at the Fox Big Noon thing, and I just scream scatterboo. You only got so many hits in you, and he's taking $1 million. But soak it up right now, man, and go crazy. Good for you. Make as much money as you possibly can.
Write it as you can, and then write it the way Richardson does. It's your thing about don't let the sport use you. You use the sport.
Right, and here's Richardson now. He's still a younger guy.
He's got a good gig, traveling around the country, dunking helmets and trash cans.
Pretty sweet.
And
good
laughing.
For him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good for him, man, because he took a lot of hits, and then when he got to the pros, he was about hit out. Right?
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
It does. I mean,
especially bowling ball dudes like those guys. They're not speed guys. So from that perspective, that the stats played in BYU's favor, and the good thing is that they won the game. But they're in for a gauntlet unlike anything that they've ever had. Ever. I don't think people realize this, because I even think here in our own media market, I don't think our fans, our listeners of both schools, I don't think they're giving the Big 12 credit for being as good as it is.
Because people reward the team that's undefeated. They reward the team that's top 5 winning playoff games and all that. And the league that has 1 or 2 elite teams at the top gets a lot more respect than the league that has 10 really solid teams.
And these aren't big-time brand names. But all that has changed. The brand is gone because of the money situation.
Show me the money.
Yeah, and Texas Tech right now is a brand name. Money-wise. There's no question. Look at the recruits. Go just call it up. Look who they're getting commitments from. So having to play, and Utah can vouch for this. They understand that very, very well. And I think Ute fans, they're not excited still about being in the conference because it's not SC, it's not Washington, it's not Oregon. I get all that. But the quality, week after week, once we get past them, Arizona may be a tough game. It remains to be seen. Maybe I'm overestimating or underestimating them. But once they come back, on the night of the 11th, it is on. The next 5 weeks. Wow.
DJ and PK, it's 97.5 The Zone. Frank Dolce, former Ute quarterback, joins us next. Stay with us.